So yes, I arrive back and I say, perfect.
How'd that come out?
Great.
You look very sad.
I'm perfectly fine. And I drink a lot.
Drink a lot. All right.
Something's wrong.
So yeah, you guys drink. You have your rooms. So unless there's anything specific that you want to do, you guys can spend a pleasant evening getting drunk and sleeping it off. And then the next morning, you guys are free to do as you will, which I imagine includes buying and selling of goods.
Yes.
We're staying in a common room. We have to set up watch in a common room.
You don't need to set up.
We have to set up a watch in a
I'm
common
telling
room.
you that it's okay. You're safe.
Oh, I don't. You know, I still have here. We had 509 gold pieces stolen. I
Right,
have
well, that
a
was when you
whole
were out
list
in the
of-
wilderness. That wasn't when you were in a common room.
He still has it. He's ready
Oh, yeah.
to go out.
It's
mad.
bitter
It's
for
'cause
all
of
of
my
time.
watch.
Just for next time.
It's my watch.
Two things. Waiting for it to die down.
Yeah.
If there's an opening to talk to them and just ask them if they have any news
Mm-hmm.
of the area. And then when I go up to my room for my time to not really sleep, I'm going to be studying the Scroll of Portalis and writing to Amy, telling her Dorman's Ford. Still not sure that she does or doesn't want me to come back, but haven't heard from her and would like to know what the news is.
Okay.
And I write to her about Lyra.
Okay.
And I tell her that Lyra opened up a little bit today. Like it's almost like a little bit of like a dear diary type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dear diary, Lyra wasn't totally closed off today, and she told me a little bit about her past. She's very interesting and maybe a little bit scary.
Cool.
You should read that one.
Which one?
The
All
top
of
one.
them.
Read all of them.
There's a lot of good comments right now.
Okay, you read comments.
Sorry.
You make a spellcraft check for me.
Before I go to sleep, I talk to my hammer and say it's going to be okay. Say it's going to be okay. We're in a town now.
We're
We're gonna
talking
find-
to your hat. I'm like, oh, probably to your hammer.
Oh, you smell. Get out of here. You stink.
You stink.
You drink it too much.
You stink. You're drinking too much.
What's wrong with you?
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
Are you both drunk?
No,
I'm trying to go to sleep.
I'm trying to go. You're
Quickly.
keeping me up with your talking to your words.
Go to sleep.
You're drunk.
I thought you just read the comments.
I know. Okay. So the chat wants me to do a red wedding and kill everyone, which I
Oh
love.
yeah, great.
Eva,
Marette Bang.
thank you. Alex, kill the nobleman and give the head to Quigley. Then Nicholas Hansen says.
100 gold pieces.
Nicholas Hansen says Alex has to kill the bride at the wedding, but wouldn't I kill the?
That's his.
The groom.
Yeah, wouldn't I kill the groom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think unless Quigley.
Why would Alex stop at just one? Is the real question.
It's 100 gold pieces per head.
100 ahead.
And then Sarah B. Cheney says, Red Wedding! Yes. And then Blair Peterson says, as the wedding is about to reach its conclusion, Sir Quigley plays the role of Dustin Hoffman from The Graduate, pounding on the glass of the cathedral.
All this sounds right.
Yes, it does sound right. I'm ready.
You're
Are we invited?
too drunk to drive. Give me the horse.
I'm asleep.
I
now.
think we're invited to this
What do
wedding.
we do with the
Give me
horse?
the reins. Give me the reins to the
They're
horse.
taking care of the horse.
Give me the
It's
reins.
included
of the horse.
in the
No,
fee.
Quigley, it's go to bed.
You're
The
going
horse
to
is
bed.
hitched.
No,
out
you're
front.
going to bed.
No, I'm staying up.
And Lyra
We're going
takes
to
this
talk in
chance
the
to
morning. Are we
take
just-
advantage of Quigley.
We're just like in a
So
shelter or
crash.
something. We're just like in this big room and there's cots
of
and
us.
we're all
It's like
laying
a
next to
hostel.
each
Basically
other.
like a hostel
yet.
kind of situation.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
in
Holly,
there
how
yet.
many people are in here?
You guys are the only travelers.
So
So
no
you're
one
the
else
whole
is in here
big-
with us.
No.
So this is a private.
Can we lock a door? Can't
Bar the
lock
door.
No,
a
there's no. There
Bar
actually
it.
isn't a
Bar the door.
closable
Bar
door.
it.
It's
They
just
put
like
me
an
in front of
open
it.
Doorway.
I am the trap.
I'm telling you, as the GM, that you can sleep at least one night and not be attacked.
Thank you.
Oh, at least
That's what
one night.
happens. At least one. I can't promise you'll be safe forever, but I'm saying for this night, you're safe.
They don't know it.
You
yet.
sleep, you wake up, you feel refreshed.
Well, tomorrow's the big night. Or day.
Tomorrow's the big day.
That's what I tell my hammer.
You get up, Quigley has a little bit of a headache, but otherwise you're feeling okay. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm like, whatever.
There's
Life
breakfast.
is-
It's not as good as Maisie's biscuits, but you know what?
Oh.
That's what you get for leaving
What is, so
leaving
what
home.
is breakfast?
What is breakfast?
Yes.
It's the first meal
bangers
of
and
the day.
mash.
Bangers and mash?
Yep.
Jim, I'm going to attempt to pocket one of their cups.
Slide a
We're
hand
back to
check.
New town, same old Marcus.
Yeah.
I just. Oh
impregnated!
God!
He impregnates the cup!
You have the cup and you're trying to put it in the sleeve of your robe, and Olivia turns around and she's looking at you, and you're just still moving and she's like, no, that we need those. Leave that. Would you? And she comes over and she just like takes it from you and like moves away.
Odd. That was odd.
Lord Marcus,
It was really
please
weird.
Don't do that to the lows. They
So I'm gonna mend one of the bows today.
Yeah, you can cast that as many times as you want. So you can mend
Oh,
all
cool,
of the
I'm gonna
bows.
mend
Yeah,
all-
the bows that you found. Yeah, that's
Okay,
like
so-
that's a horizon orison. Yeah, orison for you.
Yeah.
So you can cast it as many times as you'd like. Cast it 4 times. The bows are now repaired.
great. I've got to go see Smithy about.
My hammer.
Sure, you want to come?
Yep.
All right.
We're all going.
So let's go over to see the Smithy.
Yeah, you
What's his
follow
name?
the.
Or her name? Smithy?
His name is Mac.
Mac.
This your buddy
Yeah,
from
you
school?
follow.
This a chum?
Well, technically I believe it probably is his predecessor, but
You follow the trail. The sounds of the hammer striking metal. Indeed, as you get there, you see that there is a man.
I don't have that. So don't say it if I don't have it.
Oh, sorry. It's a completely silent smithy. Yeah, you see that he's hard at work making barrel rings currently. Not much call for advanced weaponry here out in the boonies, but he looks up at you, sees you approaching.
It doesn't. That doesn't make me feel confident about his.
Does not. What are you not confident about?
I wasn't speaking. No, I was talking as Eric.
Okay.
You work on weapons or just barrels?
I mean, I can. Nobody buys them, so I don't bother.
I like your accent. Where are you from?
Oh, you came
Yeah.
with us?
Yeah.
He's from the north.
She's
said we
popped
all
up out of nowhere. Well,
He sounds like
Hey.
snow.
a
I'm
spirit. What spirit is this?
Yes.
Anyway,
Can
A
you?
lot of stuff to sell.
Hey, you
asked
think you
him a
could fix
question.
my hammer? And I told him my hammer.
It was like
Think
falling.
you fix my hammer? Somebody broke my hammer.
that's a big old block of wood. You'd have to cut a new one. And I don't know. Look about these spots with these stones. I mean, I could make you a new head for the hammer, but I don't know about these stones here. I don't know. That's very oddly set. Almost like they're part of it, but
You have some kind of magic person in your
magic
town, a
person.
magic
Well,
man.
yeah,
you got some kind
there's
of.
one magic person at the schoolhouse. The schoolmaster. He used to be a wizard, he says.
Oh, is he
What's
old?
his name?
You're not there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
we all
went.
here.
Oh, shit. I guess you're popping up out of nowhere.
Only us two.
I thought
went.
you were
No,
busy
I
stealing
went.
cups.
We said we go, and then they were all like, "Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
I did.
We all
he
go.
said you all go, so I just assumed
We all go.
that we were going.
I
Does
it's
it?
fine.
Does
It's fine.
he?
If you
It's fine.
want
You
me to
can be
steal
there.
cups, I'll
You
steal
can be
cups.
there. You can be there. It's okay.
Does he have a
Oh,
hat?
shit.
Does he wear a hat?
No, he's not wearing a hat. Are you
Does he
talking about
school-
Bar-
Yeah,
are you
does
are you
the-
talking about Bartleby? Does he wear a hat? He wears a
Bartleby.
hat.
Bartleby?
He wears a hat every
Oh,
day.
Bartleby.
Bartleby could fix my hammer.
Bartleby.
Son of a.
This
Bartleby.
You know Bartleby?
He's like, "Oh, Bartleby, I know
Bartleby.
We're all from Norman's Ford."
Back when I lived in Dorman's Ford for 3 years.
I say
Bartleby?
to Mac, I
Bartleby
say,
got me kicked out of wizard school.
I have
Seriously?
quite a few things to sell to you. Do you mind taking a chance?
Okay, well, I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff that I can't sell. But if you go talk to Captain Shelley Withers, I'll bet she'll buy a bunch of your fancy weapons.
Ooh, this is she. A female captain.
All right. Thank you so much,
She'll probably
Mac.
buy the lot, and then I don't have to be burdened with the inventory.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great.
Never mind.
Okay.
And I go see the captain.
Okay. Yeah,
follow.
there is a.
Yes,
I mean,
we
you know
all
that there's
follow.
a very small. There's
We.
like 3 town guards.
On our walk
Is that
over
on the way
there,
to Bartleby?
on our walk over there, I talked to Craig and I go, "What's the odds you've been here before?
I've never been here
Are
before.
you positive you've never been here before?
I've never been
Because
here
I'm
before.
feeling like this place. It's just.
You have to wait till we get to a certain place, and I'll be like,
I know this place.
I'll just start staring like this.
Does Bartleby? I'm not gonna say he's not from my past, unless you tell me he is. But does that ring any sort of bell?
I pooped here.
I don't recognize him
No.
as a.
You pooped?
I pooped back in 900.
Wow! I am not rolling that d20 anymore.
No, but you do see that there's. I mean, like again, there are not a whole lot of buildings, but you definitely see there is a schoolhouse, and if so that's where you would go if you wanted to talk to Bartleby. You were gonna
I'll go over there. I'll split off from the party.
Well,
Okay,
I'm going
so you'll go
to
over
see
there?
Bartleby.
Okay.
We're going to see Bartleby?
Oh,
You find that, from what you remember, there was never much of a need. Well, there was a
There
need
was a
for
need.
guards. There was a need,
For
but it was,
certain.
you know, they had never had a huge constabulary force. Now that you get there, that you can see that they have like a jailhouse, and they have like a fairly large number of people coming in and out of uniform, and it's fairly respectable. Even though they haven't quite gotten around to building fortifications, but there are a number of people who could be called upon to defend the town if necessary.
She did something good in this
Alex
town.
is like, how many people exactly would I have to kill?
No. Is anyone looking at me? Like, is anyone having to look at me? Nothing.
Nobody has reacted to your presence in any way,
Got it.
aside from like the stand that you would know that you would expect.
Okay.
Nobody sees
Well,
her.
just in case.
She's invisible from birth.
24
I'm
stealth.
sure when you were stealing kids,
It's at night,
no
I
one
know.
ever saw you.
I understand that, but there might be that one person. You never know.
Never know.
So you walk
why
in,
I'm
and there are a few people inside the jailhouse, and one of them asks you why you're there. You want to see Captain?
Yes, I'm looking for Captain Shelley Withers. I have some goods that we
Yeah.
found out.
So you are met by a woman in some studded leather armor with a sword at her hip. She walks right up to you and just stares as she's blinking. No. Henry.
Henry.
Wish I was there.
Oh, I wish we were there. Why didn't we go? I thought that as soon as I saw
Oh, we're
him
here.
doing that.
We're here.
I hear this. I know it. I go there.
I know it. Bartleby's was closed. Barnaby, whatever, he wasn't there.
Oh, yes.
So
Henry.
wait, we both Henry.
Is that... Well, I'm sorry.
Well, to be honest, you've never asked me my first name.
Well, I thought it was quickly.
I thought it was quickly.
You're Henry Quigley. You're Henry Squire Quigley.
No, you're not there.
Right there!
Yes, my name
Oh, hey,
is
guys.
Sir Henry.
What's your name, sir?
So, Henry quickly.
Wait, yeah.
So, we can call you Hank?
Ew.
There it is.
That sounds very
Oh no,
strange.
he hates that. Don't do that.
Wait,
don't
okay, so
really
how do
like
you
that.
know Henry?
Oh well, I mean, we grew up together. I mean,
You did.
yeah,
It's been a long time.
it has been. And now you're back. I mean, you're not. You didn't.
No.
Did what?
No, no,
Did
no,
do
no,
what?
No, I'm not
Sleep
here
with
for that.
someone?
Are you sure?
Do what?
Because I mean, the timing is rather suspect.
I'm
It
sorry.
is what it is, right?
What?
Why are we missing this?
Do, 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 do.
Wait.
Listen,
Wait.
I just.
Well, I mean, you know, whatever. It looks like you've been doing well for. I mean, certainly. I mean, look at you. You've decked out and
That
it's a
skull.
sword and
I'm a knight
a
now.
skull. I mean, it looks
He's a
like
knight.
you've done what you set out to do. I
don't
mean,
know
that's
about
great
that,
for
but,
you.
Listen, I've got a lot of goods that I'd like to. We've been traveling for a while and haven't had a place to sell any of the items that we found. Wondering if I can barter with you and get you some of these goods.
Split the party.
They're good.
If your goods are, I mean, what are you talking here?
Oh,
Weapons
just
and-
I've got 1 studded leather armor, 1 light mace, 2 masterwork
wear
coat
that
pet, 2
studded leather
masterwork
armor.
chain shirt, 5 masterwork bastard.
Does he roll
3
out- does he roll out a
chainmail
list?
armor, 3 heavy
Paper
steel
rolls
shield,
down the
mace,
ground.
6 masterwork
He just upends
bastard
the
swords,
haversack
mace
and starts
from-
shaking and
magical
weapons start
mace
falling
from
out. It's like a
Cord and a magical
cartoon.
armor from
Can
Cord.
wait? Can Alex wear the studded leather
It's
armor?
not better than the armor that you have.
Yeah, you're
All right,
armored.
fine.
It's not better than
Fine.
what you have on.
Okay, no, this is just for her. It's just a side note.
Okay, well, okay,
And
so
4 elven bows.
there is you lay out all this armory in front of her, and you can see her eyes light up. Like she's actually very interested. I mean, and these weapons are of much finer make than anything she's outfitting her constabulary force with. So she's very interested. She's looking at all this stuff, going over it, and she says, "I will tell you what. You have quite a lot here, and I'm working on the town's budget. You know, I'm everything that I spend, I'm accountable to the Defounts. So I really want to,
They got you too, huh?
well, I mean, they're kind of everything, and
I'd
that's
like
just
to
how it
ask a
works.
question. Who are the Defounts?
Well, they're the family that basically owns all of the businesses in town.
Are they related
They've
to
kind
you?
of bought up everything, and they kind of keep everything running. They're in charge of all of the imports and exports and everything that goes on within the confines of the town.
And the Defounts are having a wedding.
Oh yes, big wedding. There's
She didn't say that.
I know she didn't say that.
A wedding? Are
But
we
yeah.
invited? I
A
love
wedding.
it.
I love weddings.
I don't think
You're not
you should go to that
I
at
don't
all,
think
do
we
they?
should go
Have
either.
you-
Emily Lucier
Whoa, whoa,
says,
whoa.
"This is when Ned pipes up. Please kill me."
I'm sorry, why shouldn't we go to the wedding?
Are the Defounts? Are they evil people?
No, they're not. No, they're just rich people. I mean, however you want to,
Right.
So is that why you say we can't go to the wedding? 'Cause
Well, no, it's not that. Henry, you have not talked to these people, have you?
Henry.
Told them a bit.
Henry?
Look, it's not my place to say anything more, but what I will say is that for the lot, I could get you 1,500 gold.
All right.
That's it.
Oh, 15. No, not 1,500. No. Are you sure?
Well, I mean, what?
For the lot, I happen to know it's worth quite a bit more than that.
Well, I was kind of hoping for a friend's discount. I don't
This
know.
is like
What is
this is
your
like
offer?
Skyrim. Like you sell stuff and it's like less than half. Like you sell them dragon bones, then they turn around and they're like, "Oh, it's 2,000 gold." I'm like, "You only gave me 200."
I like the music.
It's worth at least 10 times that, and you know.
10 times that. You know I can't pay 10 times that.
Don't make me go up to him.
Up to who quickly?
Who?
Fine. Let me put in you're gonna clean me out.
It's worth it. This mace alone will make you pretty much a rock star.
Well, hold on. What are we dealing with? Magic?
Yes.
Well, I didn't know we're dealing with magic.
There's a lot
Changes
of good
everything.
stuff in here.
Changes everything. Okay, well,
Things.
okay.
There's a lot of good
So
things.
you go over what everything is, what all the things are, and you explain. And now that you're pointing out, like, and she's like, now it's like, now that she
Masterwork,
knows all
elven
this
bows,
stuff,
this
like,
crazy
she's like,
magical-
oh, okay. Well, I thought this was all standard make. I'm very sorry. You are absolutely right. It is indeed worth quite a bit more than that. We'll do
2,000.
16.
1750.
16,000?
Yes, 16,000.
Better.
Yes, that will do.
Done.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then disperse it.
Now you'll have to. I have
Wait,
to.
disperse it to
I
what?
You
know.
have to go talk to them.
It's just we don't have that kind of cat. I have to give you a receipt, and you'll have to go and get your money.
Great. Certainly. No, and don't take any offense. I will go. Hey, I'm a knight now. I can.
Well,
What
Henry.
in the world is going
Sir
on,
Henry
Henry?
Quigley.
Is there a problem with someone that you need to speak to? Because I would be gladly to speak to them.
I think you might have done enough in this town.
I haven't.
Ah,
I
Haven't
haven't. You're
you?
not there.
not more than Greg and I
That's
So yes, I say.
so far.
By the way, it looks wonderful. You've done a lot.
Well, safety first.
We all live.
Especially with, all the travelers that'll be coming in over the next month. We have a lot of new people coming in and preparations and,
Meet at the Black Boar Inn tonight? Share a drink?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly.
So she writes you out a note, basically a writ that when you presented to the money bags will get you the agreed upon price for the goods that you are leaving with Captain Withers. And yeah, that'll settle you for the moment.
That was the most successful haggling. I've never witnessed on our Dragons and Anything shows. That doesn't happen like that.
That's the next one.
It's usually
Dragons and anything.
Dragons and anything.
No,
Everything.
no.
Dragons
and
and
on
whatever.
all of the Dragons and Things shows.
Yeah. That's true.
Because it's usually longer. It
Usually
usually
there's
takes
a
about
whole
35
long-
minutes, and no, we're not budging. We go back and forth. It was just like 1,500. Wait, no, sorry, 16,000.
Well, now that
Use some
there's a
sort of
huge
Jedi
difference
mind
between
trick.
just a bunch of stuff and magic. I mean,
I also know what it's worth.
Henry.
I don't
question.
like that now.
I would like.
I mean,
We're
this
walking
is just
later.
Adam being a dick at this point.
oh, okay, yeah, great.
Great.
How does he know what it's worth?
I mean,
Does he have a praise?
I looked it up
it's
on
it's,
D20.
that's just Ben. That's just Ben.
Yeah, so that was
metagaming.
Ben metagaming again? Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay.
Because I remember the other time we sold stuff, we didn't metagame and we got ripped off.
That's true. So you
'Cause
learned.
That's,
You
how, but
learned.
that's how you're
No.
supposed to game.
He learned.
not
He learned from
metagame,
his
I guess,
mistake,
but
and
I
now
guess when
he's
you're
always
Ben-
going to know
But
when everything's
Henry-
right.
One more thing. I've got this scimitar. You want it as well? It's magical as well. I happen to know that precisely. It is worth. Just give me one moment. It is worth 2,315, and if you want to buy it for half, we can make that deal.
Buy it for 11.
All right, that's fine.
1,100.
I'm not gonna penny pinch you over this. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Captain.
and this agile breastplate.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Sell that too. Half of whatever it's worth.
Yes.
Was that the Blade of Woe you just sold?
No. Of course not.
No, he had this scimitar
That
a
would
long
be so
time ago, right?
interesting.
And he accidentally sells the Blade of Woe.
At Bartleby's. You walk in. Classes have not begun. It's still early in the morning. There's just one old man who looks like he's in front of a large slate board, and he's like chalking some things in. He turns out, oh, you're not the children yet. Ah, wonderful.
We
but
behaved like him, though.
You're well. Why are you here?
How strong
That
is
is
your
interesting.
magic, old man?
It's
You're a teacher.
Not-
You got to be good. You're
it's-
wearing a hat.
It's not what I once was. I've sort of given up the trade, as it were. I decided to settle down. I saw far too many of my friends perish in the pursuit of power before, and I decided that I would settle down and give back to the world, to the children. So I have sort of put aside my magic.
Well, could you take a look at this? And
I can,
show
yes.
him a hammer.
Well, it's definitely magical. I can tell that. It's very interesting, very powerful item. I can tell very strong aura of magic. And it does seem to be broken, which is very, very unfortunate. Very difficult for something like this to be repaired. You'll have to make it anew, almost. But let me see. He sits down. He pulls open a drawer. He pulls out a dusty old book. He tosses it aside. Pulls out a second book as he's looking through it. Tosses that one aside.
I go pick up those books.
Okay, they're not spell books. These are.
I throw them aside.
He finally grabs like a bound scroll out of the drawer. And he pulls it up. And says, oh yes. I tell you, if you want that to be made anew, you must find yourself ironwood tree. You must seek out an ironwood tree and find those, and it can be made. You must, of course, take it to a craftsman of the appropriate skill, and indeed, the ironwood will be able to hold the enchantment and allow the setting of the runes again. Yes.
And Mac's not going to do that. Mac is not.
Mac, you don't have
Those
any ironwood.
barrels.
He might be good enough if you had a supply of ironwood.
Where would I find? See, I don't have knowledge local. Like some people, I'm gonna roll my knowledge local anywhere.
I'm afraid that I don't know, but if you do know, do you have a druid amongst your group? Someone who knows the forests well. Might be able to help you
Oh,
find.
I'm a druid. No, I'm just, that's another part.
May be able to help you find
I can spell.
ironwood.
I should have said I was a druid. Boom, boom,
Once.
boom.
Once.
I'm a barbarian druid.
Multi-class.
Wouldn't be too bad of a class.
We
if you
walked
could
in.
rage in bear shape, that'd be pretty freaking sweet.
We walked in. You say Bartleby. He turns around. Crag. Bartleby. Crag. Marcus is just like, I don't know anymore.
Well,
So I am
thanks for
afraid
your help.
that I cannot.
What,
But,
Marcus? This is
you
the
haven't passed
school
now?
you
Oh, he failed elementary school.
failed elementary school.
Well, thanks anyway. I'll try to. Who? Only druid. Yeah,
Twindle.
I go. I just go.
I don't know how a druid could possibly be the stumping part. You know a druid. Well, you know somebody who used to be a druid.
Twindle.
So, I'd like to make our way over to Bartleby's and meet up with him before we go see him.
Henry.
Okay, that's fine. You're still there.
Okay, while we're walking,
Yeah. Before they ever get there, I would say to Bartleby, you know, it's interesting you bring up losing friends on a quest for power. I'm trying to
Who's friends?
keep keep this friend, because he's here.
How do you do
Keep
that?
him alive with his broken hammer. Is there any wisdom you'd be willing to impart upon me? Any scrolls or useful spells you could teach me?
Well, I was about to tell you to settle down and find a nice girl and live out your days quietly on a farm, but I see that you are in pursuit of something a little meatier. Yes,
I mean, she can, you know, it's all right. I'm not.
She can stay on. Is that what you were just about to say?
No, I was gonna say she could be meteor. It's okay.
As I mentioned, I have given up much of my magic, but you will understand that I could never give it up entirely. Common misconception, I am not, in fact, a wizard. I am a sorcerer. I know quite a bit of magic, and I could perhaps write a bit of it out for you, but I don't have what you would
paper.
most likely be hinting at, which is a spell book. I do not have one. I have never needed one.
Basically,
Let's see here. He opens up, he takes a key from around his neck, and he goes to another drawer and unlocks it. Pulls it aside. You can see that there are some very neatly ordered
mug
bound
him.
scrolls. Kill him and take them. Says, this is what I have prepared now. And scrolls. There were many people who I used to make my living selling some scrolls here and there, and I still have quite a few of them available for your perusal. He pulls out, he lets you look through. He's got a bunch of scrolls. Let me tell you what they are. He has Hypnotism, which is a first level enchantment. He has Communal Mount, which is a second level conjuration spell,
What? We can write
which will provide horses. He has
oh,
a
we could all
second
ride
level.
the same one horse.
No, it is not one long horse that everybody rides.
It's like a dachshund horse.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That's exactly what it
Slinky
is.
Slinky dog.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my
That's how
gosh.
this spell works. It's canon.
Yes, a
Oh my god.
dachshund horse, and we're all riding together.
Because you know that's
I
gonna
think I'm
work.
gonna buy that one.
Come on.
on.
He has a scroll of
I'll
Embrace
compliment the
Destiny,
monkeys.
which is a second level divination spell.
Wait, what is that?
Embrace destiny.
He has a scroll of Stinking Cloud, which is a third level
Big
evocation.
fart.
Ooh,
Essentially, yeah. But it does some really nasty stuff to the people inside of it.
that's gross.
Get that one,
That's
please.
a good one.
And then he has a third level transmutation spell called Ape Walk.
Ape walk? What's that one?
You can
do?
be one with the monkeys.
What does
It,
that
could
one do?
become, it allows the caster to have basically it changes their limbs to be more ape-like so that they can climb quickly and they get a bonus on acrobatics, and they can basically get a climb speed so they automatically succeed on climb checks, and they get a bonus to acrobatics
Okay.
as well for an extended period of time.
That's
What are you
While
gonna
you're
do?
thinking, we'll read some comments. Clear the comment
Oh,
board.
there was a good one. There was a good one, Jared, earlier from Hope Tracy.
He's not gonna let me. He's not gonna let me scribe these scrolls. Like he wants me to pay for them. Correct? Because the way you said it was, he's going to let me look over them.
No, you can scribe them if you want. Yeah, if you're not going to, you would have to pay for, like, basically he'll let you use his scribing materials. So like you'll pay just like scribing, you pay half price for whatever the spell itself is. But
So Hope Tracy says Jim Jam was pretty clear about him having a guardian, not a mother. Poor orphan Henry.
But I can't scribe them into my spell book.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can copy them in your spellbook. That just costs the.
I need money.
No, I saw
Yeah.
before one from Brian Summer. He said Squire Quigley was never a formal squire. That was his middle name, Henry Squire Quigley.
There's a couple. So Nicholas Hansen says new shirts, yellow Henry shirts, and Lucas Martinez
is on
says
fire
I feel
today.
so betrayed. His first name isn't Quigley. My girlfriend is crying into a Quigley shirt.
We are
Oh
too.
wow!
We're kind of
You're making
betrayed.
fans cry.
And
We
then
na-
and Carolyn Weiss is happy now. OMG, quest chain, fix hammer, need druid. Druid has no powers anymore. Fix druid. And then whatever evil Jim Jam wants to throw at them, done.
And in my head
That's
says,
awesome.
meh, Wigby and Marcus learns corgi pony.
We named the dog Quigley.
Good times.
So yes.
I thank him
Okay.
and ask if when I have some gold, if I could come back and.
Oh yes,
Make it
I will
work.
be here. Yes, absolutely.
So while we're walking, I turn to Quigley, Henry, and I'm like, Henry, what is going on? What is this family, and what the heck was this captain talking about?
Well, remember the person that I told you about?
Yes.
A couple of nights ago.
The girl?
No, the man. The man that told me that I was not worthy.
Of
and-
his daughter.
Yeah, that's Sire de Fount. He doesn't let anybody call him by his first name because he is a very Is arrogant okay for me to say without becoming a fallen paladin?
Arrogant.
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 I mean, to
Yeah,
be
you can
fair,
say
you don't let us
arrogant,
call
yeah.
you by your first name either.
You could definitely say the
I
word
learned
arrogant.
it from him.
Okay,
No,
okay.
but I
No
say
problem.
he's an arrogant fellow, and yes, it's going to be very frustrating to talk to him. Certainly because his daughter Abigail is getting married.
She's the one getting married.
Very fun.
Is that why you got drunk last night?
And it's probably why I'm going to get drunk tonight as
No.
well. What?
Do we need to take care of some people?
I certainly don't mean
We are a
to-
family. That's what we've become.
No, we're not going to take care of anyone. We're going to, if she's found happiness, she's found.
Have you
Why
talked to
don't-
her?
yeah, why don't you talk to her?
She doesn't even know you're in town, does she?
Nobody does.
Where does she live?
Oh
I
goodness!
You know where she
You
lives?
started a
know?
thing.
Okay, I think that we should. I think you should at least.
Oh, wait,
just
where
go
is
have
this
a
going?
conversation. You need to go have a conversation with her before her father knows you're in town.
But we'll just go find her father, get the money,
No,
and
'cause-
go kill a hag.
Quickly.
We'll do
He,
that. That'll happen.
He wishes we were there now
Quickly.
to get him out of this.
Don't you just want to at least see how she's doing?
Yeah, and she would
If
probably
it's
want to see
bringing
you.
you this, just see her for one last time if you have to.
We'll go with you.
It's okay. Fine.
Okay, let's head to Abigail's house.
No, first, shouldn't we go get the?
No,
shouldn't
no,
go
we
get
should
the-
not. Not yet.
Actually, no. We should get the rest.
You're making
of
a lot of
the
noise, but you're not saying very many words.
Before
Because I want to
we
go.
get
I
I don't think so. They're gonna, they'll give them a hard time about it.
I want to go get the other.
But
The
they'll
other
give
man.
you, they'll give you a
What
hard
if
time
this
about it.
Dufont guy is very powerful?
Yeah,
we
but
might
first
need
we're gonna
credit.
see Abigail. Because I think you need to
We
see Abigail
probably need
before
to get
DuPont
to-
knows you're here.
We have to get
The
through
Fount.
him to
The
get.
Fount.
DuPont, like the is it
Wait,
carpet?
we have-
Really
DuPont,
rather
yeah.
Sir Crag
Paint?
and Lord Marcus were by my side because if I
What?
sit top,
What?
What if we can't get through to Abigail without going through her father?
That's pretty
So
much
if
how it was
there's-
growing up.
If there's more of us, we can look more intimidating.
Fine, let's go get them.
That's
But
an
they better
important
cooperate or I'm
aspect to
gonna
this, is
get
looking
pissed.
intimidating.
So the whole goal of this is
They are Ashley. I just want to point out that Ashley and Diana are more intent in their planning on talking to this girl than they are for any of the deadly combats they have ever been
They're gonna
involved
fix
in.
girl stuff. It's girl stuff. They're fixing
No,
it.
we're trying to help Quigley /
So
Henry.
my goal is when we get to them, I'd like to hide behind Sir Crag the entire time.
No,
No,
you
you're
are
not. You're
not.
not.
You don't know
You
that.
be a
I'm
knight.
just saying that's my goal. Is I'm going to hide behind Sir Crag.
Fine, I'm gonna yell at you
We're
then.
off to look for Ironwood, right? Right.
They're in the
Old
forest
buddy, old
already.
chum.
Oh.
Yep.
Ironwood. Hey, you know anything about Ironwood?
Sure do.
You do?
Yeah.
Where we find it?
Joe Boo needs a
Forest.
refill, says, for the love
Yeah,
of God,
duh.
get the money first!
Fine, we'll get the money
Wait, see
first.
there,
No,
Glenn.
no!
See there, Glenn. Another combat cowardice spell for Marcus. What are you even talking about? Literally, he read spells to me, and none of them are hide spells. Not one.
Okay.
What are you?
I want to. Come on.
Okay, she's very excited.
Luna Steelstrong. Jonathan is Abigail's cousin and funded by her father.
No! So we go get them, and we
You
go...
don't know where we are.
I told you to go to...
You didn't tell me anything.
Dang.
I was seeing Dumbledore.
So we can't see that. I love Dumbledore.
We go find them. There's not many places that they would be.
We find them.
This is a big town.
Can we find them? Jim Jim.
It's not.
Yeah, you guys can all meet back up.
Okay.
That's acceptable.
Guys,
to
here's
me.
the thing. First of all, Quigley's first name is
We need
Henry.
Ironwood. Wait, what?
What? Wait,
Henry?
what?
Wait, did you just
Henry?
say it? I missed it.
Yes, his name is Henry.
Henry?
Second, hold on, hold
Henry,
on.
What do you mean
Quigley?
your name's Henry?
Hold on.
I thought your name was Quigley.
Hold on. Second.
I thought your name was Squire.
It's Henry.
No, now it's a knight. He's a knight. Anyways,
My name is Henry
second is
Quigley.
we've got there's a
That's
wedding
weird.
that's happening. Listen, there's a wedding that's
We need to
happening,
crash it.
and we need him to at least have the chance to talk to who he's loved forever because she's about to get married, and so we need to make a plan.
Wait,
Hey, we wouldn't
Hold
make a plan
on.
for Amy.
Back
Wait,
this,
wait,
back
one
this
second.
caravan
Wait,
up.
one
Her
second.
name's Abigail.
Isn't Marcus your last name?
What? No, Marcus Leslie Waldorf Ignatius Brown is my name.
I've been
Oh.
calling you Lord Marcus. I'll call you Lord Brown from now on.
I don't even know if I have a last
I
name.
mean, I prefer
That's fine.
Lord
your
Brown.
eminence. Or...
Okay. Well, we'll decide that once we.
Hold on, back this whole caravan up. What's he doing? He's
Okay,
he's
here's
in
the
love
thing.
with who?
He's in love with a girl named Abigail who's getting married, and the person that is her father.
She's getting married?
No, stop laughing. This is not funny. We need help. We need to help him. Okay, so
we need
here's
to
the
find
plan.
Ironwood.
We'll
What
do
do you mean
that.
help him? What, are we going to kill
You need
her
to
husband?
find-
What
No,
are we
no,
going to
no,
do?
no, no. We have to go to the Fonts
So,
because they
Crag,
have the
if,
money.
If
The-
there's
who's the
anyone who
Devant?
knows...
What are you what money? What are you talking about?
Okay, so can we just say that we explain everything to them?
Everything that he
Jim.
sold.
No, you two women need to explain this
Great,
to us.
you-
You
explain
guys
the
got 18,000 gold?
16,000,
16.
and it's only a little piece of paper.
No, I heard you got 18,000 because you sold more stuff, so you got 18,000.
Yes, but that was my personal materials that I
Oh,
sold.
it's shared wealth.
Oh, I thought it was
I thought it
shared.
was all
Are you
shared
really
wealth.
glad that we
Don't
came and
have
got them
anything.
first? Are you?
I don't
Are
get
you
anything.
happy,
It's all
Henry?
shared wealth.
Does everyone want to know how much his ring is worth? That's where our money is
Yeah,
in the
you know
party.
what? We do all want to know. Why don't you tell us, metagame
Yeah.
Henry?
How much is the freedom of movement ring that Crag
24,000
swam
gold
to the
pieces.
bottom of
Nobody
the-
It doesn't
cares.
matter. That doesn't matter.
It's not relevant. This
So-
is none of that relevant to the story.
We
So,
have to go
look.
speak to Sire before we can get
But-
this money.
Sire
But-
who?
Sire?
Yes,
Is that his
okay.
first name?
Hold on, I have something to say.
Ashley is literally gonna like
Lyra.
flip over this table.
Lyra. So here's the thing, this guy. So I got on a stump so that I can do this to Greg.
I see.
Okay.
Very good
So-
method acting.
So there's this guy, and that Abigail girl, that's her dad. And this dad is pretty powerful in this entire town / city. And we want him to be able to talk to Abigail before her father finds out, because they have that weird relationship. Remember when he was explaining
I'm
that?
going to look at Alex, but I'm also then going to look at Lyra, and I'm going to look at Alex and I'm going to say, are you sure you want to get wrapped up in other people's business?
Alex? Alex, I think,
He owes us money, so we need to go.
and that's a lot of money. So I say, I mean,
So you're comfortable getting wrapped up when other people get involved in
I'm
someone
sorry.
else's business.
What are you trying to say? Why don't we just say it out loud?
Okay, let's say it out loud.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Apparently, Lyra's been here too, by the way, people.
Time
She
out.
got kicked out of that temple.
Jared, can you mute me for a second? My mic just fell.
Technically, I didn't get kicked out of that temple.
What?
You're a dropout too?
Oh, you're a
No.
monk dropout?
No, I am not.
We are finding a lot of stuff about
Did you get
We're
expelled?
like one and the same.
We're
Not
not.
a magic
I
maker,
didn't-
sir.
I didn't get kicked out.
We are
of
the
the
magic
temple.
makers and the dreamers of dreams.
Look, if I got kicked out of the temple, then I wouldn't have the ability to cast spells because I'm still.
Sure
in
you would, because look at Dummy over here, does spells all
No,
the time.
but I get mine from the goddess. She like gives me all of my spells, so I wouldn't be able to. Therefore, I haven't been kicked out. I just
Jim
not
Jam,
exactly.
I just rolled,
most liked me.
And I
Why?
snuck off.
What? I
No!
Oh, wait.
see
No!
myself.
What did you roll?
I
Wait,
rolled
where are you going?
pretty well.
Wait.
I rolled a 17.
Perception check. Perception check.
I rolled a 17.
I
right.
rolled
No,
a
you didn't.
17.
Yeah, I did.
Hold on.
Tell me what my
Perception.
perception
I rolled
is.
I rolled a 20.
24.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
24.
Where
I
are you
rolled
going?
a freaking perception check. I saw him.
Where are you going?
Jared, I'm good. Thank you.
Away!
Henry Quigley.
Henry. So we run after him.
Henry
I shouted.
Squire
Henry
Sir Quick.
Squire Quigley.
We're gonna
Where
run.
are you going?
Away!
No. No.
No,
So
come
I'm
over
the
here.
fastest
Let's
runner,
talk
yeah?
about how Lyra got kicked out. I'm yelling this.
Yeah,
Let's
you
yell
can
about how
definitely
Lyra got
catch up
kicked
there.
out of the
Yeah,
monk
this is
temple
the
and about
next-
how Alex
I'm
did
heading
Not gonna tell you
towards
anything.
my
Two things. Oh my
The
god.
real
I
bonus
can't
thing
take
is
my house.
John Christian says 11 minutes since Jim's last spoken word.
Okay.
Kyle
So
the Adam says, Marcus, you're doing Lyra's job. She's supposed to be passive aggressive. Now
I
she's just
have
being
layers.
full on aggressive.
I have layers. So I'm faster than all of them. So I'm gonna run.
You're
Right?
not faster than me.
Hell yes, I am.
No, you're
No,
not.
You're not even faster than Alex.
Am I faster?
No.
No.
You're as fast.
We're the same.
I
Ironwood.
And-
We're going to get
and
Ironwood.
as-
But I got a head
Does
You
start!
have 40
Striving.
feet. Well, does it give her the full 10 feet? Then yeah, then you're
So
as fast.
I stop him.
I take a 5-foot step and keep running.
No! No! Okay, I get in front of him, so that has to slow him down.
Jim, roll initiative. Roll initiative.
No, come on, quickly, stop your body. Stop!
Hey, Quigley, move your body.
We're on microphones. You don't have to
No
yell.
body. No. First things first, we need to get our money.
Ironwood.
You know where Abigail is.
We need to get the money.
Well,
But
you've
he's
done it,
gonna
Jim.
get the money.
You've totally
He's gonna
done
go do
it.
that. All right, here's the
didn't know
thing.
that this would be
Fine.
the.
Plan changed. Quigley's obviously going to go try to get the money from the sire guy, so we should go see Abigail.
Why is Quigley going to do it?
Abigail is in
I'm
the
not,
same
that's not the way I'm
place.
headed at all.
So we sneak in. This is not new.
Wait, have we stopped him? What is going on?
He's just walking. He's just walking, and you guys are walking behind him.
Lyra sums up for Marcus. So my best friend's sister's brother's boyfriend saw Abigail's husband in his office.
Whatever, it makes for an interesting story.
You know that movie?
I say, Quigley, come here. We're talking about
I
how
don't
Lyra
either.
got kicked out of
I
the
don't
temple.
If you stayed there, I'm gone.
I'm just literally just walking behind you.
But will you just
I'm
keep
running.
it down?
Full
It's
speed.
only
Four
for our
times my
group.
movement speed.
No, I'm running.
Their
This is
movement
only
speed
for
is
our
faster
group.
than yours because you're in medium armor.
Nope, I don't have medium armor on
So where
right
are
now.
we exactly?
You guys are quickly approaching a cottage in the town.
Does it have flowers around it?
Who's moving where? Who? Now?
I don't
what?
know.
We're all
I'm asking.
following.
Yeah, I mean, like there are some flowers. Like,
Great,
not,
so
like,
I'm
So we're just
picking them
looking
and
at each
putting
other 'cause they
them
all-
in a
they
bouquet
ran off.
together.
Yeah, I look at you, I go,
To do, I put a
Ironwood?
bouquet together for him.
If you're running with me, I say, the sire will know everything about Ironwood.
Yes.
Okay.
But then I would like to get in the door and close it.
Wait. Before
I'm
you do
assuming
that,
I know
I
where
give you
the
the
spare
flowers.
key is.
I give you the flowers.
well,
get
there's
inside.
as you're coming up, there's a woman. She's a little bit older.
I'm new to
Older
dragons
woman.
and things. you
What?
poor person.
Coming from stuff.
Oh, okay, coming from
Coming from stuff. Love it. Marcus reasons.
Hey, Adam Blevins, thanks so much
Hi.
for checking us
Hi,
out at
Adam.
Dragons and Things. Make sure you share this on Facebook
Everybody
with the hashtag Dragons
share.
and Things on Facebook publicly so you can be entered to win the prizes that we're giving out at the end of this night's episode. And thanks for checking us out.
Jim, this is like worse than any monster. You
I
put like a
realized that-
romantic. You did some kind of like romantic thing.
I realize that I've created the biggest monster of my entire GM career. in Lyra here.
This is so funny.
Remember how when she got dominated and she started kicking all y'all's butts? That's probably going to happen again soon. When you guys tried not to do her plan, she's just going to start murdering all of you until you talk to this girl.
Yes, here's
The
a
way
flower.
she
I'm
wants
putting
you to.
together a bouquet for you.
Not seeing her.
You might though. You just have to be prepared. And plus, there's
A
a lot of
bouquet of
flowers around.
pencils.
Okay.
Hold on.
Flowers.
You get there. I mean, there's actually, as you're approaching, there's an older woman, and you recognize that she's outside, and she's like taking wet clothes out of a bucket and wringing them out, and she's throwing them, and she sees you like running, and this whole group of just loudly chattering people, and she turns and
Miriam.
sees
Me.
Miriam.
Well,
She's
what?
gonna throw up.
Abigail?
Can we?
She's gonna throw up.
Lyra,
Can we talk away from these? Can we talk inside?
I don't see
These?
why.
These? We're your friends.
What, you want to tell me all about your fancy adventures? You want to tell me all about how you have a lot of new friends, I see. That's wonderful. Good for you.
Acquaintances.
No, we're friends.
It's wonderful. Looks like you've done well for yourself. That's great.
you sound
I mean,
kind
I'm
of angry.
angry. No, why should I be angry?
I sort of.
Do you need a
Miriam.
flower? I got a lot of them.
She.
Say hi, Miriam. Nice to meet you. I'm Marcus the Wizard. This is Lyra.
Oh, wizards! You got magic in your retinue. Are these your
Are you his
attendants
mom?
then, Lord Henry?
Attendance?
Oh, I go like this. I go.
Attendant.
Excuse me?
Oh, he left, didn't he?
Oh yes, he left because he was bored here, and he had big adventures to go on, which I see you've done, and that's wonderful for you. I'm very glad everything's worked out for you. Have you come to crash the big wedding, make another impassioned speech, perhaps? No?
Yes.
Who
We're
is
doing
Now
that.
that you're a big knight, you can come back and win your
How
love,
did you
right?
know
Is
that? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wonderful. That's great.
Sort of hoping
I have
for some-
laundry to wash on my own.
How did she know that?
And then I have a lot of work to do out in the fields because, supporting myself by myself.
Quickly.
I used to support someone else as well, but then they got old enough to be on their own. Isn't that wonderful for them?
Oh no. Well, here's a bouquet. Give her the bouquet.
You just met Amy.
I was a child, Miriam.
Yes, you were. I'm well aware what you were because I spent 7 good years taking care of you. And you spent the last 7 years on the quest. So wonderful. That's great.
How old
Again,
was he?
I
Is
don't
he only
know.
14 years old? Are you only 14?
No. No, I'm not just 14.
When did you leave?
I'm
How?
sorry. I thought this would be different.
Why? Why would it be different?
I don't know. Because I always.
Because you thought that you were the hero, and you thought you would come back, and we would all say, "Oh, look, here comes Sir Quigley, the hero, with his shiny armor." We don't have time for that. I have a harvest to take care of. We don't have time for a parade for Quigley. I'm very sorry.
You're right, and I'm sorry. And I turn around and I start just marching towards
Could you
towards
grab
the
him,
fountains.
Craig? Will you grab him?
I start not
I'm
marching
tired
towards
of
the
this
fountains.
back and forth ping
Ha.
pong.
She's goes
Grabbed.
back to her work.
I give you a flower.
I stopped
Sorry,
him.
I don't know what's
I'm going
on.
to the
saw you
founts
pick that
to
from
get
right
our
over
money
there.
so
What-
we can be done.
He's gonna go get our
You can
money.
have it back.
Why is she so angry? What did you do?
I left.
Yeah, I
How
get
old
that.
were you when you left?
I was 13 years old.
Is it
He's
too?
20.
Is it too
20.
too young to leave?
I was a child.
So why is she so mad?
I sort of.
What did
I
you
had
do?
a lot of chores that I had to do, and I guess she counted on me more than I thought that she did.
Did you
And
ever talk to her again?
when I left, I sort of cut off that part. Of
Did
my
you
life.
write?
I don't.
I would have even written.
You don't know
You
how
don't
to
know
write.
I was gonna say that.
You would have figured out a way.
Yeah, I'm not right.
I'm just guess that wasn't very good of me, was it?
No, but
Here's a flower.
That's one of her flowers that she picked.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, the rest is for Abigail, though, so I'm going to have to hold on to them. I also gave one to her. She didn't look very happy.
Hey, why don't we take care of your thing, huh? Let's go make amends on your bad.
Don't we have
What
shopping
bad?
to do?
Well, she got kicked out of the temple.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't get kicked out of the temple.
Well, then tell us what happened. Quigley's sharing. This is a sharing time. It's a safe space where we're all together. We're friends, remember? You said that. Your words.
Yeah, we are friends.
Walking to the defounts.
Grab
Yeah.
him.
No.
No, we're walking to the fountain.
Grab him.
All of us
You
are
grab
walking.
him.
Do you want 16,000 gold pieces?
16,000.
Quigley, do you want to talk to Abigail?
No, I want our 16,000 gold pieces and to be done.
You want to talk to Abigail, don't you?
You could roll a sense motive.
Oh, he so does.
I don't need to sense
so
motive.
does.
I know you
We
wanna-
know
I
he
know you
wants
wanna
to
talk to
talk to
Abigail.
her. Let's go.
I say to Quigley, I can make that happen.
I'm walking. I'm walking. I was convinced by Miriam to stand up for just get it done. They're not here for me. This town has forgotten me.
Yeah.
Oh, right. They haven't forgotten you. They're just mad at you.
What did you do?
I left. I keep telling you that.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's she talking about? A speech, and then what's all that about?
Yeah.
I told you about that 2 nights ago. That I made.
I got a
impact.
short memory.
No, I remember that. I remember that.
You have a transcript of that speech we could look over?
Just like somewhere.
What's
for-
the
I
court
stood up
stenographer have
in
it?
front of everyone, in front of a whole group of heroes and noblemen, and it proclaimed my love for Abigail straight to the sire's face and said I would do whatever needed to be done in order to court his daughter.
That's right, and you weren't good enough. I remember now.
Okay, so did Abigail ever know you did that?
I'm pretty sure she heard about it.
Did you stand up on something like a stump, or did you get up high so
There's a
people could
couple
see
of
you?
those.
And
You were
I just
13
came
when you
in
did
the
that?
door.
that's
I'm a
bad
very
form.
passionate person.
Okay, so question. If you're passionate, why did you just leave Miriam and not work it out? If she
It wasn't-
matters to you, you should go back and work it out with her.
Or we can
Luna
hire
Steele
someone.
song. Luna Steele song says, "Yes, cast mad monkeys in the middle of the wedding just to see what happens."
Kyle D. Adams, I'm calling it. Lyra's actually woe.
I say, yeah, Quigley, let's go get our money. Yeah, we can do this.
Great. Okay, seriously.
And then I look at Craig and I say, hey, Craig, you still got that silver chalice?
Yeah, my ram cup.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I may have one better.
What are we
Doesn't
doing?
it
This
have
better
more
be
cup?
helping.
Imp in my
Tell
head.
us.
The
Taking
town
mine.
has forgotten me. Everyone you've met so far has instantly recognized Henry!
Right? Right?
I say,
Wanted to be remembered in a different way.
I look at Craig and I say, I've got a really good plan.
You better be nice.
And I look at you, I say, you're next, but this plan's really good. And then
Why did I tell you anything?
and then I wanna find wine.
Wine.
I say we need wine. I know that none of you want to hear these words, but trust me, it's going to work.
You want wine?
What do you want
Blair
to do?
Peterson
I
says,
don't wanna-
and now
It's
you've
gonna be so terrible.
gonna
It's gonna be the worst.
Blair Peterson says, and now you've gone off to gird your naughty part with whorish little barmaids from town after town and become a paladin who is fighting off Satan. Well, isn't that special?
I
Is that
say
the movie
we
too?
need wine. Trust me.
Oh, I don't want to go to see the
Like a child.
Dufonts.
No!
I don't want to
I
go.
say, but
Certainly-
they'll know where
certainly-
the ironwood is.
If you
I'm
say
lying.
I'm glad that we
Defont,
have-
But I want ironwood.
I will
but
just.
I'm
I'm
going
just.
to Dufonts to get the ironwood.
Let me just tell you,
Sorry.
if you say Defont, we're not going to get what we want. It's Defount. And you must call him Sire.
DuPont?
Sire Defount.
The fount.
If you don't call him Sire, we also will. not.
Sour DuPont. Got it.
Great.
Ah,
This is
Sour
going.
DuPont.
And you
Seemingly.
wanted them to come. We were going to go.
Right.
And you this so come on, we're all gonna do this as a
Okay,
team.
so how about this? We're gonna, you guys, as a group,
Ready.
tell me what you want to do. What are
Oh,
all the
I
things?
don't wanna-
You
I don't
some
wanna
wine?
tell
So
you.
we
Yeah.
are
I don't want to tell
arming
Get
you.
some
arm
wine.
exactly. You
I
got it.
want to retcon on back when Lady Seraphina and
retconning.
Lady Claret went through the portal, and I want to go into.
Hey,
gonna jump through
you
the
know what?
portal.
You're
Okay.
happy that we're all. We want you to succeed here. At least I do. I want to see this happen for
We're
you.
skipping
I want to
to
go to the Defounts.
Defounts.
You wanna go to the Defounts.
Arm in arm.
With wine.
You want to have
But
wine.
before we get
Who
there,
has
We
wine?
have a
but
fancy
before we
cup.
get there, I got wine. I got the fancy cup. Now first,
Where did you get wine from?
First, I pour some. He said we got it. So I get the wine. I pour some in the cup, and I sat down. I said, "Now listen, everyone. This plan is bound to work. It's, dare I say, my very favorite plan I've ever come up with."
What is? Tell us.
And I pour some wine into my goblet, and I say,
You're drinking?
and I look at Craig. I say, Craig, who loves wine? And then I pull out my glamour. And I drink it, and I become Governor Davis Chantwell. And I say, yes, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go, my retinue of heroes. And then we go in.
What the hell are you doing?
All right. Well, I don't know what's happening.
We're doing it.
And then when they're not looking at me, I'm going to take my oil of Taggart and put it in the wine bottle.
Okay.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
What's that?
That's
Okay.
That's
This
a
is
poison.
sleeping.
And I'll put
No,
that,
it's not poison.
and I'll hold the wine bottle
What
in
is
my
that?
hand here.
Poison.
Okay.
If they have too much of it, he'll die.
No, oil of Taggart's the sleeping stuff, right?
Yes, it
it's the
is.
sleeping stuff.
Yes, it is. Okay. You are led. You go to the Defount Manor. You are challenged by a house guard. You obviously have a written let through because you're
Yes,
here to
yes,
collect
yes,
money.
of course.
You are led inside. You are made to wait for some time. There are other petitioners to Lord Defount, but eventually you are led into a
You're
rather
gonna let us
large,
wait?
opulent-looking office-type
wine.
room with an elderly man sitting behind a desk, and standing next to him is a much younger, the older than you, but much younger than the old man sitting basically standing at his side. And he leans down, he whispers something to this old man, and then he
I
goes,
say-
yes, you may approach.
I say, Sire Dufont, so good to see you again, is I, Davis Chantwell, and I have brought my retinue of heroes as a wedding gift for young Abigail. And I kneel down, and I
The
look at them,
Chantwells
and I say,
were not invited to the wedding.
but of course we weren't.
No.
But of course we weren't. And I know that, and I understand why.
Yes, it's
But-
because you're a drunkard and nobody likes you.
But I don't see myself as a drunkard at all. I simply like wine. However, as a measure of goodwill, I have brought these fine heroes who have been protecting my town, and I feel...
Protecting your town, last I heard, there were mass evacuations. Shouldn't your heroes be in your town to protect it? Leave it to you to come all the way out here under the pretense of coming to the wedding when we all know that you're just fleeing your failing little hamlet. Chantwell, you've an embarrassment to your name and you always have been.
This was a bad plan.
Now, it is my understanding that, of course, you have come here asking for money, having sold likely your last holdings to some persons in my town.
I step up to him and I just hand him the note without saying anything.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Pay the man his money.
And I walk over to wherever they have their drinks set
Don't
up.
touch any of my stuff. You have your own wine, and you won't be taking any of mine. You're not worth any of it. The vintages are far too fine for you.
Certainly. We have not.
I look at Craig and I go,
Certainly. We have not, nor will ever be, worthy.
Yes. Well, a fairly large lockbox. I mean, 16,000 gold. It is a pretty good-sized box. Is set. It is opened up. There are neat stacks of rows and rows of gold coins. I mean, you are looking at this like your eyes light up. This is payday extraordinaire. This is probably the largest payday you've seen in a decade. It's all there. You can stand here and count it if you like. Chantwell.
Everybody gets 3,200.
Thank you.
And also, there's actually some gold that we hadn't dispersed from before. And so everybody gets
Hold on, sorry. 3,200?
3,200 and sorry. Everybody gets 60 more, so 3,260.
260.
And then 12 more after that, and we'll go 13 more. I'm just putting us aside.
We put 12?
Wait, 12 plus 13?
We get 12, you get 13.
13.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. It's the most I've ever had in my pocket.